Welcome to Northumbria. Today we are about 6 miles away from Berwick on Tweed. We're equidistant between Newcastle and Edinburgh and only 4 miles away from the A1. And we're here to see today to see a magnificent offering. We've got around about 6 acres of land. There are holiday cottages. There's a massive house which almost has a medieval feel in many elements of it, and does show that the age, some of the period features that are inside it. There's a huge, significant equestrian building. There is so much to see here that I'm probably just going to have to take you through that door over there and show you everything. I hope you like it. Okay, so let's go inside and have a look. This house is uber quirky, and you guys will all know I love this. So the entrance in, as we walk through, we've got the original doors with the original ironmongery, which is very cool. But wait, because I'm going to build up. There's almost a drum roll moment for this. Come in here. Now, not only do we have what looks like 6-meter high ceilings, we have almost a banquet hall style. The feel in here has got a very medieval feel. I know there's a big tapestry on the wall, but it does have that vibe. You've got to also remember that this is recently built, so this insulation value is excellent. The quirky designs with the way that these walls have been boarded, great wood burning stove, but breathtaking. If you have a peek up here, even this oak framework, which almost has a bit of an artistic look to it, kind of encapsulates how everything is within here. But let's have a look further. So we've got a bit of storage in here, and then as you come into this part of the house, you've got a nice cloakroom and a really nice size utility room feeding the rest of the house. So I'm just going to squeeze past you, and then as you come further down here, it just starts to get broader and broader. You've got a great little alcove over here. And then as we come down to the kitchen, then if you want to back down this way, we've got this fantastic kitchen area. And just stay there, because we've got one of my favourite things, a proper walk-in larder. So not just a little one, a huge one, which means it takes everything out of this space. Lovely stone work surfaces, beautiful high-end kitchen. We'll just squeeze through here and show you another section of the house. So in here, we've got this huge expanse of space, little details like the original barn. You've got these turned pieces of wood, which I have no idea why they did that in this barn, but this is the small attention to details and the bits that have been salvaged. In this space, nice wood burning stove, and this is where you can work. Or could you use the room that's next door, which I'll show you in a moment, and make this into an independent annex? Could you have this as a full work area? Could this be your sitting room? Could this be your extra utility room? The possibilities are endless. Actually, could it just be a massive master bedroom suite? Could it be 2 bedrooms? I think that choice is up to you. We've got this space in here, which kind of feels like a kitchen in its way, but it's a great usable area. And we've got a loo around the corner, which I'm not going to show you, otherwise this video will be for an hour long. But there's so much to see. So we're going to use the rear stairs, because I did show you there was a staircase on the other side. But as we come up the stairs here, this is where so many other parts, I mean, this wall is made to kind of almost emulate a bit of a rusting metal look, which I absolutely love. This is almost like design heaven in here. Now, please come and have a look. We've got a huge bedroom, beautifully decorated, very, very opulent. Got a wardrobe in here, but it's actually got a false back to it, which takes it into another loft. Fantastic for storage. And this great sized ensuite. Everything within this property has a real umptuous vibe about it, and that will not stop now. I do feel this is another drum roll moment. As you come into here, and I'm going to even come here and kind of semi-close the door. Come on through. Now, what do you think on this as a master bedroom? I mean, it must be 12 meters long, big open beams, loads of light, very beautiful space. We've got a little doorway over here, which then takes you to look over towards the fields and the stable block that you've got. Amazing space. If you'd like to take a peek in here, we've got a wonderful ensuite which is finished to, again, a very nice, very contemporary fashion, so it doesn't need to be changed. Very neutral. But we're going to finish off by going down these stairs, and, well, actually, I'm just going to show you these stairs, because from here, you can really get that absolutely amazing impression of above. So, I'm just going to stop this video now, take you downstairs, just explore the last room before we go outside and have a look at a couple of the cottages. Okay, so let's show you the last room in this part of the house. And last but by no means not least, we've got this dual fronted room. It's being used as a dining room at the moment, but it is absolutely lovely. I mean, the interior design in this house is quite spectacular, but that does show that there's enough space with your own imagination to be able to make this something spectacular as well. Solid floors through here, which do really finish it off. But I think we should probably go out and have a look at one of the cottages now and just give you a proper viewing, because there's 3 to look at, but all of them completely different and all of them a fantastic style. Okay, so as promised, let's have a look inside one of the cottages. So there's lots of oohs and ahs from me today, but look inside here. I mean, we've got these multiple beams, but at multiple levels as well, which look absolutely fantastic. But you can see the standard and finish in here is exemplary. Now, the good thing is that the current owners have been holiday letting this for a while, which means that you can get a very, very strong return. I believe this is something like £20,000 to £25,000 a year back as a return just for this one. But there's 2. So come up and have a look at the kitchen. The kitchen space and all of the appliances and everything else are in excellent order. This is not a lots of bedroom space and tiny living space. This is absolutely loads of living space and one rather nice bedroom. So come through, Donna. Let's have a look at those. So in here we have a bathroom, which is a really beautiful look, very contemporary. In here we have a huge double bedroom, but please do focus on some of these beams above, because they really make the property a complete standout. The one thing to add in here, it feels very luxurious because everything is fitted to a very high standard. And that follows on as we step over into the next holiday let. So let's have a look in cottage number 2. So coming into here, a very different vibe to the other, but equally very cool. Lots of space, very broad, high-end luxury fitted kitchen. This panelling on the walls is very, very unique, but a really stylish addition. The entrance into the bedroom is into a good sized bedroom as well. That lovely beamwork, it's got a great feel to it in here. We've got just through here a little cloakroom, and then that's followed up by a small utility area, and then if you have a look behind the door we have a shower. So this is it's not compact, this is a big space, but really focusing on making sure that the bedroom is fantastic, that your living space is fantastic, and that there is, again, as there was in the other, a little bit of flair just to make this different. So we're now going to step on and see the final property within this, which is a lovely bungalow, but we're going to pop over to that and see that now. So this is just behind a couple of the holiday lets. It's a little bit like an oriental secret garden. Follow me up the path here. So there are so many facets to this property that I'm going to wander down here and ask you to take it very steadily there, Donna. But we've got lovely water features. There's lovely private gardens everywhere. But we've got this little place here, which is gin and tonic heaven. So as we enter into this space, you've got this little garden room, but this is like going into an oriental spa. This is fantastic. It's looks like a meditation area, but I think you can probably meditate better with a G&T. But what a nice space. So we just keep going. We have our next surprise, which is just up here. But I'm going to show you first my idea of heaven. If you have ever wanted an amazing space to have an indoor arena, somewhere to keep cars, somewhere to keep storage. I don't know how much storage you could keep, but have a peek in here. Because I don't think it gets a lot bigger than this, does it? So we have an absolutely enormous steel frame building which has got a compacted menage fit for riding on today. We have a bay of stable blocks at the back, which I'm going to show you now. But you can have a biggest party in the world in here, and I think that's, if you're taking it away from just being equestrian, then you have a phenomenal space. If you live, work, and you want to create this into something, you can. If you want to have horses, animals, you've got the space for it. If you wanted to do some conversion to compartmentalize it for keeping cars or something like that, you've got it. So the last thing, because it's definitely worth knowing, they've got a 4 bay of Loddon stable blocks at the back, which means that you've got some very high quality stabling. At the moment currently being used as storage, but as part of a potential equestrian facility with the land that we discussed earlier, what an exceptional extra. Okay, so to the end of the main house, we've got this rather lovely space. Now, this could easily be used as storage or something else, but it's been laid out, so it actually is a little house. So you've got views outside, a lovely little sitting room, a great bathroom in here, what's partially done as a kitchen, and then if we look upstairs, we have an office space here which would make a fantastic bedroom. So really another extra little offering. So there is no wasted space here. Big open garden space, and we've got a silage pit that's there, which is great. But the inventive vendors have used it as a walled garden. And actually, is that not an epiphany for everybody that's bought something agricultural? So all of this is polytunnels. There's enough fruit and veg in there to be able to last most families for a lifetime. And we've got greenhouses which are inset into it. And there's even that space inside that silage pit, which is quite substantial, as you can see, to maybe do something with that. But another fantastic addition to this great property. Okay, well, after that grand tour, it's time to finish off with just a little closing remark. This is spectacular. It's not completely standalone. You do have a very small hamlet of neighbours, just a handful of. But within this 6 acres, you have that live, love environment that just will keep you young forever. You have equestrian facilities, or maybe just land. You have maybe small holding opportunities. You've got a huge indoor arena, which is set out now with fantastic stables so that you can use that for your ponies every day. Or is it somewhere to work? Is it somewhere to keep vehicles? Cottages that will bring you in a significant income every single year. And this biblical house, which has been done to such an incredible standard. And as you can see from the video, it is quirky, interesting, and uber cool. So it has everything, but in a rural setting, only a few miles away from the A1 and equidistant between Newcastle and Edinburgh. So if you are looking for something as madly brilliant as this, you need to give us a call. And the number to call is 01768 881111, and we would be delighted to be able to discuss this with you further. Thank you.